today's call class, I would like to interview the students of this university. I was right. Interviewers Jackson,
Mary and Sally. I'm in college today, so I would like to interview the students studying here about what they are learning. Let's do an interview separately. Let's go!
Wow. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Jackson, an interviewer. Name is?
I'm Candy.
Oh, Candy. I have a question. What are you learning about at this university?
I am learning the basis of viral hepatitis in class.
Oh,
Virus hepatitis can be a serious occupational hazard for healthcare workers. Understanding the principles of transmission and following the precautions outlined can help you decrease your risk of becoming infected with one of the viruses. Precautions include, but are not limited to, the following points. You can decrease your risk of contamination with all blood-borne pathogen by following universal precautions. Handle all patient blood, serums, body fluids, and excrete as if they were contaminated. Always wear a laboratory coat, gloves, and protective face shielding. When handling blood and other body fluids, wash your hands following patient contact. Clean laboratories benches regularly. Do not place food on surface where specimens are handled, and do not store food in refrigerators that have contained specimens. Do not eat or smoke in the laboratory. Use safety devices such as sharp disposal containers.
so that's it. You are learning very difficult content, aren't you? Are you going to study more in detail?
Yes.
Oh. Good luck from now on. Thank you today. Bye.
You're welcome. Hi, this is Mary. Let's go next. Hi, I'm Mary. Interviewer. Name is Alice. I have a question. What are you learning about at this university? I'm learning about hepatitis A and E virus in class.
HIV and HIV are excreted in feces, direct contact with a recently infected person's feces, or indirect fecal contamination of hands, eating utensils, or dishes should be avoided. People who are infected should not handle or prepare food. Children and adults who have been exposed to HIV, as well as travelers to endemic areas, India, Central and Southeast Asia, or protection lasts about 1 to 5 months, depending on the dose. The HIV vaccine was licensed in the United States in February 1995. It is recommended for travelers to endemic countries, users of illicit injectable drugs, children in communities with periodic hepatitis A outbreaks, and persons at occupational risk of infection. Following initial vaccination, a booster is given within 6 months to 1 year. Hepatitis E virus is found in developing countries with poor sanitation. All cases of HEV reported in the United States have really sent travelers to endemic areas. No transmission from these cases to other persons has been documented.
I see you are learning about something very difficult but very important. Thank you. Good luck from now on. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hi, this is Sally. Let's go next.
Hi.
I'm Sally, an interviewer. What's your name?
I'm Johnson.
I'm Candy. I have a question. What are you learning about at this university?
Okay. We are learning about hepatitis B and C viruses in class.
You can decrease your risk of infection with hepatitis B virus (HBV) and hepatitis C virus (HCV) by avoiding direct contact with oral secretion, blood, serum, plasma, and contaminated instruments and laboratory apparatus. Hepatitis B virus is found in nearly all body fluid and secretion of infected people. It can be transmitted by transfusion of unscreened blood, sexual contact, vaginal delivery, mucous membrane exposure, and skin puncture with contaminated instruments, such as those in tattooing, ear piercing, acupuncture, manicures, and dental and medical procedures. People who are exposed to HPV and who are not immune should receive hepatitis B immunoglobulin for immediate protection, followed by the HPV vaccine to provide active immunity. 2 vaccines made from each recombinant HPV antigen are available. Econvax HP, Markshap and West Point, and Angelix B. Smith, Crime Beacham, Philadelphia. The vaccines are administered in 3 injections during a 6-month period. Universal vaccination in childhood is recommended. The vaccine also is recommended for persons at occupational risk, patients receiving hemodialysis, intravenous drug users, household and sexual contacts of HPV carriers, individuals with multiple sexual partners, and international travelers. While no vaccine exists specifically for hepatitis delta virus (HDV), the HPV vaccine is effective in preventing hepatitis delta.
Hepatitis C virus is found mainly in blood. Transmission occurs by contact with infected blood or blood products through transfusion, intravenous drug abuse, and needle stick exposure. As with hepatitis B, people who are infected with hepatitis C should not share toothbrushes, razors, or other objects that be contaminated with blood. Hepatitis C virus also has been transmitted prenatally and by sexual contact, but this is less common.
Oh, it's very difficult for me. Really. Thank you. Good luck from now on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you everyone for the interview. What were the students about learning about?
I interviewed Johnson and Candy. They are learning about hepatitis B and hepatitis C virus. HBV is found in the body fluid and circulation, and HCV is found primarily in the blood. They also talked about transmission route and vaccine. I interviewed a girl named Alice. I happened to find her on the stairs. She was learning about hepatitis A and B viruses. They are said to be excreted in feces and transmitted from there. She also talked about vaccine.
I interviewed a girl named Candy. She was learning about the basics of viral hepatitis. She said it was very important for her to know the principle of infection.
Last, everyone was learning about very difficult content. But as a healthcare professional, if you don't know about viral hepatitis, you are going to make the same serious medical malpractice you made in the past.
After this video, the explanation team will explain viral hepatitis in detail. So, let's learn more there.
Thank you for watching.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.